It's hurricane season, and that means one thing. Well, it means a few things, but the first thing that comes to my mind is soggy cruises. And those first soggy cruises, they might be happening this week. Plus, the Margaritaville at Sea Islander, Jimmy Buffett's new ship, just made her inaugural call into Key West, Florida, where they like to protest cruise ships. So did it happen? Let's roll the intro. Hey, welcome to the Midships channel. It's your Captain Corey. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel today. And let's get things kicked off with a question of the day. Question: what's your go-to drink on embarkation day? Let me know your answer in the comments down below, and I will give you my answer later on in this video. Now, let's get right into today's cruise news, and I'm floating on board some of it, so why not start there? I'm currently aboard the newest ship, air quotes, in the USA, Margaritaville Islander. And with new ships, well, come many firsts. And one of them just happened today down here in Key West, Florida. This is the Islander's inaugural call into the port of Key West. She pulled in around 1:30 Eastern time on June 19th. Happy Juneteenth, by the way. And longtime viewers of my channel may be aware of a group down here in Key West that goes by the name of Safer, Cleaner Ships, who likes to protest cruise ships when they come into port, as well as protesting their passengers and making people feel a little bit uncomfortable as cruisers. They say that there's silt that's turned up by these cruise ships, and they don't like that. And I thought that might be the case here today with a brand new ship coming into port. There might be some form of protest going on here in Key West. But I took a peek outside earlier, and no such protest appeared to be going on, at least at that point. Now, Islander is going to be here in port for almost 7 more hours, so possibly things could stir up later, and I'm going to keep an eye on it. If they do, you will be the first to know, as always. But today, Islander is ticking off another first down here in Key West, which, fun fact, is where Margaritaville actually got its start. It's almost like the cruise line planned this. I'm just glad I had my little fan with me down here today because it is hot outside, and if you want to see this or all of the other useful things I like to bring with me every time I cruise, you can check them out in the Midships Amazon store. It's a perfect way to support my work while literally just shopping on Amazon. There's a link in the description below this video. I appreciate your support. Perfect. Now let's keep the cruise news moving. It's hurricane season, y'all. Did you know that? June 1st every year marks the beginning of unpredictable weather that could very much mess up your summer travel plans, especially if those plans include travel on a cruise ship. And those such plans may be foiled for some cruisers this weekend down in the port of Galveston, as the Gulf of Mexico gears up for its first named storm of this season, that being Tropical Storm Alberto, set to impact portions of the coastline of Texas, which includes the cruise port of Galveston. A very large cruise port down there, I might add. And this is home port for several ships from the likes of Royal Caribbean and Carnival. And Carnival Cruise Line, with their ships, they have 3 of them down there, they've actually reached out proactively to let cruise passengers book this weekend know, hey, Alberto's coming, there's a storm warning going on for the next few days in Galveston. As of now, your cruise is leaving as intended, as scheduled, but you might get a little bit more seasick than you anticipated. But for now, things are good. Tropical Storm Alberto has sustained winds of 40 miles an hour as well as heavy driving rains. And those conditions might sound bad, but they should be okay for cruises to get out of Galveston this weekend. It just may not be all that sunny for the first day or 2 of these cruises. And, well, if you haven't bought your Dramamine or your seasickness patches yet, you should probably buy them now. There's some in the Midships Amazon store, as a matter of fact. Right, I think I owe you an answer to the question of the day. The question is, what's your go-to drink on embarkation day? For me, it's one of 2. The easy one, well, it's champagne, of course. Who doesn't love a toast on a beautiful sail away? But if I had my choice, my number 1 choice, that drink that I really want in my hand, it's a Kraken colada. That's right, a pina colada with Kraken rum on the bottom. It tentacles its way up, looks really cool and mysterious. It's one of my favorite drinks, some great flavor. I think you should try it on your next cruise. The Kraken colada. All right, we're taking the cruise news up to the frozen north, the land of the Mounties, Rocky and Bullwinkle, the Canucks. We're talking Canada, right? Canada. As it turns out, the Canadians are obsessed with your face. Who would have thought? Well, I would have thought, because look at your face, it's perfect. But this obsession may actually turn out to be a good thing for you the next time you're on your Alaskan cruise that begins or ends up in Vancouver. That's because the Port Authority there in Vancouver recently announced a collaboration with U.S. Customs and Border Patrol to bring facial scanners, those biometric like iPad things that you walk up to, you smile and it draws a little box around your face, and fingers crossed, you get a little green check mark and not the red X. Those are the ones we're talking about where you kind of clench up and say, oh, please give me the green, please give me the green. Well, they're bringing those new updated scanners, that really cool technology, to that very interesting looking cruise port that they got going on there in Vancouver. It's like a hotel, shopping center, cruise port, whole kind of river walk situation. Really cool place. If you've never cruised to Vancouver, you should check it out. And this automated technology does away with the need to manually check your documents when you're traveling international. It's quick, it's painless, it's better than getting your flu shot. It's like 2 seconds, look at the camera, and you're good to go. And the best part, you don't have to talk to any scary customs agents asking you a bunch of questions to try to confuse you and trip you up. And it's likely that this is not the last you will see of facial scanning for your next cruise, because the European Commissioner also announced a rollout of this biometric technology for cruises in Europe by October of this year. So things are going to get a little easier getting on and off of cruise ships all around the world very quickly. What do you all think of this? Is it like a privacy invasion, or is it worth it to you to save a few hours every time you travel? Because they already got your picture anyways. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments down below. Don't forget, a thumbs up on the video goes a long way towards helping me out. It's free to do, and I would really appreciate it. Also, double check, make sure that you are still subscribed to the channel. YouTube sometimes hits the unsubscribe for you. I don't know why they do it. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel today, and until next time, we'll see ya on the Midships.